Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So, I just got back from a week-long vacation, and I go back and I see new Monkey and Balloons Tower Defense. So let's check it out. Update 49. This one actually has me hyped. Update 48 was kind of a scam. The new Desperado Monkey, a new advanced map, maybe? And yeah, I think they're gonna be releasing a new Legends soon. Should be pretty nice. Yeah, quality of life trophy store. Some tails. Yeah, let's check it all out. They're having a birthday celebration? I don't know. First, new tower. You need 3.5 million pops. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, so we're gonna... Okay, so I'm gonna try a couple things. First, we're gonna try Regrow Farms, and I need to... Okay, not that one. The one how I know how to do it on is Cornfield, so I'm just gonna run up a game of Cornfield real quick. You know what? I'm done waiting. I have so many of these things that I never use. Call me lazy, call me whatever. I farmed all these instas, I get to use them. Oh yeah, also, new feature that I remembered seeing. In here, you can do tower placement snapping, which basically just means that, let's say I have a tower here, I'm adjusting it, and I drag it. Oh wait. Yeah, look. The last spot where it was able to be placed, it'll go, and then I can just go. So it is now the closest to where it can be placed. So let's say a spot that this could be useful is if I'm putting the dart monkey in this spot. Oh my god, I hit it. Wow, it's just there. And I mean, if that is not just the greatest thing ever, I don't know what is. Okay guys, let's see if it works here. The regrow farm is farming. Well, I should have counted before it started. Okay, if I go over here, 163. And now let's wait just one moment. Turns it to 171. Was that the BFB? Or is it the regrow farm? Please be the regrow farm. I'm begging. It was the Yo, thank you. I want to say thank you to my mom. I want to say thank you to my dad. I want to say thank you to my awesome siblings. And I want you to say thank you to Ninja Kiwi for being a bunch of idiot losers who didn't figure out that I would outsmart them. Still not enough. We need about 2k more. 1k more. Bang. There we go. And with the opening of the chest, the Desperado Monkey is here. Clean little animation. The new primary monkey. Checking out the upgrades. If you guys already know how it works, skip to this timestamp. If you guys don't, let me just go over it quickly. It is a monkey that shoots in a burst of 2 shots. So instead of shooting 1 shot per reload time, it shoots 2, each doing 1 damage. And I think from what I've seen, most of its upgrades are attack speed upgrades, like attacks faster the further balloons are, attacks faster the fewer balloons, attacks faster the more balloons in range, attacks faster when placed around nothing. Top path is just more guns. Think of it. I think ISAB compared it to the Elite Defender. It does the normal thing. It just shoots really fast. You know, now it shoots 6 shots, doing 2 damage, 12 shots doing 5 damage, and this one just shoots a bunch of them. This path is gonna be your sniper path. Ability at level 3. Makes money. If you guys know Overwatch, Cassidy ult, the classic, shoot everything really quickly. You know, old Western type vibe is its ability, you know, marks balloons and then destroys them. And the bottom path is you're going to have your shotgun stunner, your utility one. So damage is definitely the top path, just the pure damage. This one is going to be your sniper utility type, and then this one is going to be your utility damage type. So yeah, let's hop into a game of... What do we want to do? Let's play the new map. Try the new map from hard mode. Don't know why I have Churchill. I think I'm gonna change that. Hey, easy mode 255. I'm gonna put him right here. And yeah, I'm gonna try an easy mode just to get a little bit. But look, Twin sixes, probably, you know, just the best all-around damage tier 4. I think I'm going to do one there and then one, like, here. So I think the shotgun path is really strong, but I also think that, the top path, you're going to get crazy damage for pretty cheap. But again, not good group damage, I will say that. Not good group damage. I honestly think the big iron, instead of doing 2 damage per, like, unload, you're doing 12 damage per unload. Which, honestly, for, like, $6,000 seems really good to me. I'm not sure if I'm overestimating its capabilities or something, but that seems, like, really strong for pretty cheap. I don't really know what upgrade to compare it to, since it is just, you know, 1 pierce, single target shots. But I mean, I think that sounds really strong, but I'm not sure if it's strong for this tower or strong in general, because I feel like there are other options for similar that get the job done better. Not saying that this tower is like going to be the peak of the meta, but I do think that it will be good. I feel it's glazing this tower a little bit too heavily because it doesn't look like it's doing too hot. Doesn't look like it really stand up to these big rushes. I'll try putting them on strong to see if, you know, taking out the bigger layers helps. But even without Ben, we'd certainly be dead by now. Now, seeing as I totally did not die, we are not dead, 0%. But this upgrade, you know, you're gonna get the Pierce. I think that the thing that Desperado really lacks in is its Pierce. It just has 1 Pierce for the top half, which I think that, honestly, I could have spent my money better on better upgrades, which is probably why I'm not doing so hot. But I do want to showcase this ability a little bit more, because this ability will help with the shotgun, I believe, giving it more range. But I'm not sure if I really want to spend money on a path that isn't going to be useful in a little bit. We can also buff itself. Look at its range increased. Yeah, I mean, that is what the thing does. I don't know why I said that so matter-of-factly. But I mean, they do have good single target. I will say that. We'll get the twin 6s now. That will be increased quite a bit in damage, and then I'm gonna go for this one. Actually, I should showcase the shotgun a little bit. Not really sure why I want to do that, seeing as he has to be a nomad. We'll do it down here for now. Little shotgun path. You are gonna get. Look at the. Actually, I want the blazing sun. Well, we'll have to get them all anyway. But I mean, this one, most expensive out of the 3 tier 3s. The shotgun is going to be like a high-powered. It's got the stun, knockback, I think. The Avenger is going to be where you're getting the real value, but I want to showcase this marking ability before I die. Hopefully shouldn't be, you know, soon. Okay, it's just so sad that a sniper that does 4 damage has done so much more than these guys. Probably just because of the placement. Ah! I'm losing so many lives. These guys all have camo and it's not doing anything. Okay, we'll buy on this guy now. Bounty Hunter. So this ability, when there are lots of balloons in range, he will mark them all and then do like the you know, Wild West, like bang, 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 bang. You're welcome for that amazing description. I know, it was exactly explained everything perfectly. I mean, even with the extra 5k from Ben, which I guess where I'm just hoarding, so it's not like it's really putting in any work. Come on, can I use it? Nope. I promise I can showcase it. It's been a while since I played this game, but it's not been that long. This giant ceramic rush that's killing us. Why is it not shooting? What does it do again? I think that probably the top path is going to be the weakest. It's going to be good general damage, but like why? I feel like it should be doing something. I feel like this monkey's low-key buns. Or I'm just using it very incorrectly and I'm bad. You end up selling. I feel like this guy, having spent so much more money on him, it doesn't feel like his pops have actually been doing any better. But I feel like after all the money I've put into him, he should be doing a lot better. He marks balloons anywhere. Okay. So I shouldn't use it while it's in range. I should be using it while it's all their places. But I think a drawback to this ability actually is that it increases the range, but it'll lose its attack speed. Because now look, when this buff goes away, it's gonna gain its stacks back because Ben and this guy are no longer gonna be in range. But I think it's interesting. Very, very interesting. And the markability does not just apply to its range, which is also another interesting thing. Okay, we can afford to the XP for the Blazing Sun now. But I'm just going to save up for a little bit. We're going to continue saving. Like I'm a middle-aged adult ready for retirement. Even though retiring is not a thing that happens nowadays for many people. Can you not hit lead? You're the only one who can hit lead still? Is that for real? There's no way, right? So, I'm going to cop the Blazing Sun. We're going to do this and this. I wonder if accuracy affects how much the ability, or how like many balloons the ability will hit. I wonder if that's a thing. We're going to be able to buy the Blazing Sun right about now, as we die. Let's see how well this marking ability works on 63. This monkey money hurts. I don't really want to be spending that much monkey money. We'll outbuff him. And, oh, I did not actually decrease the wave. Wow, that's still crazy. That even with this tier 5, we're still losing. I know it's a single target one. But I feel like we should be winning this a little bit easier. No way. Oh, I had so much monkey money. Okay. Oh, can't afford Berserker Brew for some reason. I don't understand why not. Why isn't this working? It should be working. Yes, finally. Finally, it works. Did that ability too late. Doesn't matter. And we had to buy another monkey and spend a lot of money on it just to beat 63. Now let's check out the Blazing Sun. Let's see if he actually surpasses this guy in pops. We might never know. The Desert Phantom can be afforded, but I would rather see the Golden Justice, honestly. Okay, I haven't really had any problems since 63. So, XP-wise, we're going to be able to afford everything. 12k more, and then I might hop into a sandbox just to show you guys what's up. And I honestly want to test these guys a little bit, see what buffs work. I feel like it already has really good attack speed, so honestly, I think damage buffs would be good, but I feel like it also already has a pretty high base damage. I think that honestly, it buffs itself. I mean, for its cost, it's pretty nice, but I don't think it's amazing. I do think it's a pretty complicated tower for the middle path, sometimes with the ability, but I think that the top path is very basic, just like, you know, maximum shooting gun potential. I feel like the marking is something that I'm gonna have to get used to. I don't really understand it. But yeah, also, I like a funny little thing, maybe not even an Easter egg, but all these like last ones they say Desperado, they say Desperado, they say Desperado. Like he's an urban legend. Could get the Desert Phantom, it ain't gonna do anything anyway. And also, this guy does have 2 separate abilities, which I think is very unique. I like how they've strayed away from just the tier 4 and 5, you know, ability. I like how he, you know, has a little bit of variety in his kit. I feel like some towers feel like they are, you know, some support, some damage, some utility. And some towers feel like they are just damage, or just support, or just utility. And I like towers that incorporate all of those things, which I think Desperado does very nicely. Reason I put him here on the straight line was because this upgrade, he gets something special, and the markability becomes better. Not really sure how it does, but it does. Just trust me on that one. I'll slow it down. Actually, I want to see something. Is the projectile considered a like full screen projectile? Will it get canceled out? Slow it down here. Maybe something can get in range. Maybe. Just give it some more range just in case. I didn't see if it shot there. And there is no slowing it down. And look at this markability. I don't know if it works on Moabs and Blimps yet. But now all we have to do is find the Desert Phantom. Big props to Sushi Bento for allowing us to afford these upgrades very quickly. Without any extra farming for me. Look, I'm doing this. Does it work on those things? I don't know. And we almost died again. But yeah, look at that huge, like, railgun-like attack. I'll slow it down so maybe you guys can see better. But Desert Phantom, this is just going to knock back blimps. I think he shoots mines out, too. So this is, like, explosion, utility, group damage. This is single target, you know, classic. Super shooty gun, bang, bang. And this is going to be your group. Wait, this is going to be your, like, big group damage. This is just going to clean everything. We'll make it to round 100. I didn't do chimps, but we'll still head up to round 100. See what these are all about. See. Sell this guy. We don't need you. I think because all these guys do have good damage, I don't think I'm going to go for, like, a glue strike. I think Call to Arms, Homeland Defense type vibe is probably what I want to go for. He's done... This tier 4 has done twice as much damage as this tier 5. We'll put him back on strong. Maybe that's why. That's crazy. I mean, this thing's doing so much damage. So actually, this thing has been carrying us, this tier 4. Maybe you shouldn't put all the tier 5s in the back. I don't really want to sell this guy. But yeah, looking at that, they shoot slow. Oh, this dude doesn't have camo. Whoops. And it doesn't have lead either, now that I think about it. And actually, now that I think about it, should put, like, a village up here. Does it reach? Doesn't reach. So we're pulling out the village buff village to now reach. We're gonna go hit a little mib. So honestly, I shouldn't put the mib over here, and I should put the... What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, but now that things are actually reaching back here, you can see the DDTs getting knocked back. Pretty nice. I mean, this tower, I think, is really cool. Really love this tower. I think in and of itself, it also is just a cool looking tower. But again, it is just a primary monkey. It's not too crazy. I feel like there's no... I think that it would have been cool if they did this bottom path similar to, like, the temple, where, like, you couldn't place any new towers around it, because I feel like that's its whole mechanic. That was supposed to be the spacebar. Is that it's supposed to be like a wand or like a loan. I feel like if they made a mechanic where it had to be alone, or like you couldn't place towers within a certain area around it, I feel like that would have been cool. And made it really expensive and really strong. But I feel like keeping it just, you know, nothing too crazy on the tower. No crazy, you know, besides like this massive railgun, which I think is really cool. I do like that. I think the tower design in and of itself is also really nice. I feel like a little bit, you capture the mystery of it pretty nicely. I don't know how many times I've said nice. Or use the same adjectives. This thing, it's shooting nails? And the DDTs are moving backwards? So this thing is gonna be your, oh my gosh. What's the thingy called? What is, the Balloon Crush? Balloon Crush at home. Hey, I'm taking that. That's pretty cool. You know what? Tower out of 10. I'm saying this tower is we'll give it a clean 7. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.